Hey guys, welcome back to the channel where I cover missing persons, unsolved cases, crime news, and more. This particular story is out of my area, Orange County, Florida, and I am livid. I am livid about this. Thanks to Click Orlando Channel 6 News here, local Channel 6. They have investigated this and they have covered it. And I read about this today, like I said, and I'm appalled. I have a huge problem with this. This is an SA offender that is going to be allowed to live in a neighborhood assisted living facility. So let me play part of this clip from Channel 6.
First, though, any minute now, a convicted sex offender will be moving into a home in the middle of an Orlando neighborhood just steps away from where kids play. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Matt Austin.
I'm Ginger Gatz, and we first told you about Joseph Berry's fight to be moved out of jail last week. Tonight, the parents fighting to keep Berry behind bars lost their battle. News 6 investigator Eric Sandoval was in court today for the judge's decision.
State of Florida versus Joseph Berry.
For the second time in a week.
As the mom of two victims, I never gave anyone permission to drop charges.
Genesis Deshawn Browdy pleaded with an Orange County judge to keep 56-year-old Joseph Berry away from her neighborhood.
I have a daughter that has struggled since then, is still struggling, and I'm sure we have an uphill battle.
Browdy claims Berry exposed himself to her two young daughters 5 years ago while they were playing in Willie Mays Park in Orlando. But we found out Berry was never prosecuted for it. In fact, a News 6 investigation shows that since 2015, Berry has been arrested 6 times for exposing himself.
Okay. This guy is a massive SA offender. He exposes himself to children. He has multiple counts. And you know who's a judge on this one? Who I usually like? Judge Wooten. For those who have been following the channel, you're going to recognize his name because he is the judge on the Sarah Boone suitcase murder trial. Okay? He's a major judge in Orange County, but this particular decision on his behalf, the state's behalf, is crap. Okay? And I'm going to go further into it. I just have to keep interrupting a couple times to make sure that we're not infringing on their copyright and putting commentary in it. So let's continue to watch the clip from WKMG.
All 6 cases were dismissed after he was found not competent to stand trial. Prosecutors also charged him 4 times for failing to register as a sex offender for a case nearly 30 years ago. 3 of those cases were dismissed because, again, he was found not competent. His last arrest resulted in Berry being involuntarily committed to a psychiatric hospital. Now, still charged with failing to register, the court ruled Berry will be moving to an assisted living facility located inside this Orlando home.
He didn't report himself as an offender. He's had multiple charges that have been dismissed. What the hell is going on? I don't care if this guy has mental issues, then he should be locked up in a psychiatric ward at a jail/prison, period. This is a home, and I'm going to give you more information about this because I looked it up, because obviously this is in my side of town, okay? I live in Orlando, Orange County, and this is sick. This is just sick. He's going to be living in a home that I believe houses, if I'm correct, 9 people can live here. Okay, and they do say that they are supposedly watched 24 hours a day for the ones that wander. But there are children. This is a neighborhood. There are children that live in this neighborhood. This guy should not be able to live comfortably, and there's a lot of amenities that he gets to have if he lives in this assisted facility. It is disgusting.
Judge Wayne Wooten claimed he had no other choice.
We're in a court of law. A court of law is a place where we apply the law as it is, even if the law as it is leads to troubling outcomes.
For me, I'm just afraid for the children and the women of this community at this point.
Browdy says she is going to hang flyers herself to let neighbors know what's happening.
We're going to be going door to door, and we're going to let people know that their families are not safe with this man in this community.
Going to try to get some of these laws, maybe if not changed, get clauses in the law that doesn't protect someone that wants to repeatedly be violent toward people in the community. So yeah, we're definitely going to get a clause added to that.
Now, those flyers they were talking about could be going out very soon because we found out Barry could be transferred to this home by Tuesday morning. Browdy and her neighbors say that they're going to be watching very closely. In Orlando, Eric Sandoval, Getting Results, News 6.
Disgusting. I feel horrible for these families that are living in this area and these families that had their children exposed to this man. And now he's basically being slapped on the wrist, and I don't understand how Judge Wooten is saying that he has no choice. I don't get it at all. There's no excuse for the guy. If he's not mentally competent, then he should be in a psychiatric ward at a prison. Okay? The fact that they are continually dismissing these charges, there's just no reason for it. It's disgusting. So this is the actual full article. Again, this is WKMG. Eric Sandoval is the investigative reporter. Excellent, excellent work by this investigative team on this. So this man's name is Joseph Barry. Again, he's been charged with failing to register as an SEX offender. Okay? And yes, they went through a bunch of this, but I'm going to sift through the article here. And I did look up again the facility, and I want to show it to you guys further and give you more information about it. An Orlando man repeatedly arrested for exposing himself and failing to register as an SEX offender will be released from jail and placed in an assisted living facility according to a court order signed on Monday. So I'm recording this on Tuesday, so he could have been transferred to this facility today. And if he wasn't today, it could be tomorrow. So he could be there anytime now. And it's like I said, I don't know what else to say besides there's just, this system is a system that's supposed to work for the protection. Something is really very wrong here. Joseph Barry, he's 54 years old, was originally arrested for performing a lewd act in the presence of a child back in 1994. 1994. He was found guilty of that charge, and as a result, he was ordered to register as an SEX offender. Okay? But court records show he never registered for at least 29 years. And then he was arrested again for similar charges over that time. So he's basically just telling the court, I don't care. And I don't really care if he's mentally incompetent. Okay? Someone needs to have made sure he was registered, and there's no excuse for that whatsoever. A parole officer, someone should have been following up to make sure that he was on the registry. A News 6 investigation revealed he was arrested 6 times since 2015 for indecent exposure and lewd conduct. According to court records, all 6 charges were dismissed after Barry was found not competent to stand trial. Records show he was involuntarily committed, they said this in the video, to the state psychiatric hospital twice, and the staff has not been able to effectively treat him. So if they're not able to treat him in a state psychiatric hospital, how do they think in assisted living, which is a cushy existence, okay? This is a cushy existence for people that are retired or can't, go on their own, have disabilities and that sort of thing. How do they think that this is okay for him to be out here with the general public? No, it is not okay. He's currently facing charges of failing to register as the SEX offender. So in court on Monday, which we saw in the video, after 1 week of searching, prosecutors with the Office of the State Attorney told Judge Wayne Wooten they could not find another assisted living facility that would take Barry. Well, then put his ass in freaking jail. I'm sorry. He should not be allowed to be in any assisted living facility as far as I'm concerned. Especially one that is in a residential neighborhood with children. When he has shown he likes to expose himself, he's disgusting. As a result, Wooten signed an order sending Barry to the Home Sweet Home assisted living facility in the Pine Hills area. So he's going to be living home sweet home, and it's disgusting. We're in a court of law. Wooten said before issuing his ruling, a court of law is a place where we apply the law, as even if the law as it leads to troubling outcomes. You know, as much as I understand what Judge Wooten is saying, this to me, this is not justice, okay? This is not justice for the victims, and furthermore, it is not protecting the general public and those in this neighborhood. This is the home, right here. It is a regular home that has been approved as a living assisted facility, okay? And there's many of these all over the place. And there's nothing wrong with them. They can be great places. But an offender like him, no. He should not be allowed to live there. No, under no circumstances. So I'm glad that, like I said, I'm glad News 6 has uncovered what this information is. And they've posted where it is. So this is inside the home, inside a neighborhood, just steps away from where kids are playing. Now they say Barry has been charged with exposing himself to young children in 2018, but those charges were dropped when he was found not competent to stand trial. So continually, he's incompetent. So because he's not competent, the state of Florida is just giving him a slap on the wrist and allowing him to go to this facility, which it blows my mind. Blows my mind. I do understand that the law is the law, but I want to say for the record, as a mother of 2 victims, I never gave anyone permission to drop the charges, and that was one of the moms that we heard speaking, and I'm glad that she is going to be alerting the neighbors in hopes of avoiding more trouble. Thank you. I'll tell you what, I hope that they bombard that neighborhood. I hope that they bombard it, and we need to bombard the entire area. Okay, now Pine Hills is not a great area, as far as that, but regardless, there's a lot of families that live there. There's a lot of folks that have grown up in that area, and these innocent children should not be fearful to be able to play when an sex offender is living just down the street or, so many houses down. It is disgusting. All right, so this is the Home Sweet Home. I found this when I did a quick Google search here. And apparently it's part of a program as well. There's a few photos. It doesn't get the best ratings. It looks like it's got 2.5 stars. It offers assisted living and memory care. Now, let's get to the information. Yeah, basically there was, this is a lot for seniors and that sort of stuff. Looks like one of the reviews states the backyard is a dump. They don't have activities for the seniors, and it's unsafe. It's a male and female facility. The male side has 4 beds in one room, no privacy. It's not a 24-hour service. The owner is frequently not there or available. The showers are not safe for someone with disabilities or handicap. Take your loved one somewhere else. Interesting. I visited this facility. This is the other review. Home Sweet Home's Alpha was clean, and they had cameras set up, making sure they were secure. However, they had male and female residents together there. It's a single-family home with the residents in separate bedrooms and a common living area. It's just so small, and there was a gentleman there in his bathrobe, that kind of thing. There's nothing wrong with the place, but the way they had it set up wouldn't work for us. The business owner wasn't there at the time. We talked to her on the phone, but her mother was there, so she lives with her too. They provide 3 meals a day, and they go on to say that. So, again, this is obviously just twice they said the owner wasn't there, so that's a tough thing. Now, here's some information, some questions that were answered. Describe the overall population of assisted living residents at Home Sweet Home Alfs. What is their average age? What are their favorite things to do? The overall population at Home Sweet Homes are from ages 36 to 70. At our facility, we accept anyone 18 and older. A vast majority of our patients are into card games such as spades, Uno, but others like to watch TV and read a few books. So he gets to enjoy himself and play card games and watch TV and just hang out. Yeah. That sounds like real punishment for him, huh? And it looks like they're asking about what other activities for their well-being. They get to do therapy, which is basically An area we provide for them to report all their problems. Okay, whatever. What places are near, within walking distance. Near our residence, we have lots of food joints that are of walking distance. We also have a Walmart nearby, which residents usually go to. So he's going to be allowed to go out and go to Walmart? Yeah, that's not okay. And they're also a couple minutes from a church. Well, that could do him some good, but it's not going to probably change him, unfortunately. What transportation services do they offer? We have a few vehicles on site that we take residents to appointments if they have an errand to run to buy groceries. So again, it looks like he's going to be allowed to go out. This is not a punishment at all for him at all. This is for Barry. This is disgusting. Looks like they have a top chef also. So he's going to get to enjoy some great Caribbean cuisine to come in. They're going to come in and cook for them every other day. And then they have a lovely assistant, it says, who chefs it up for the residents, which they find it amusing. So, gee, he gets to enjoy some fun with the chef. Yeah. What safety measures are in place? Here at Home Sweet Home, safety is one of our top priorities. Well, at least one of your folks up there said it was not, and that was September review. We have our alarm system on 24/7, and we also enforce that our employees walk around the facility twice every hour. Twice every hour. Well, that doesn't mean he can't get out unless he's locked down in this facility, and it sounds like he's not going to be locked down because he's allowed to go to Walmart. He's allowed to get in the car with them and take him places. He's allowed to go to church. So, sounds to me like he's pretty much got a lot of freedom. And no, for someone who's not been registered and who's been an offender since 1994 at the least, no. How does Home Sweet Homes keep residents' families informed about their loved ones? Looks like they're allowed to talk to them. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Let's see. It looks like they have business hours. We have a ratio of staff of 1 to 3. So there's 3 residents to 1 staff member. Okay. Looks like the training, they have received training every 6 months, whatever that training might be. What safety measures? All of our patients who seem to wander off are blocked by our gated backyard and are also on 24-hour watch. I don't know about that. So here's the amenities that Mr. Barry's going to get to enjoy. Okay, he has he's got the housing, of course. Looks like he's going to be living with 8 other folks because it's a 9 resident capacity. And he can have a small pet, so I guess if he feels like he wants a guinea pig or a rat or something. Yeah. So it looks like he's also going to have personalized care plans, 3 meals, nutritious meals, and delicious meals a day. So this is no jailhouse food. He's going to get food from a Caribbean chef and looks like another fun chef. So, wow. So I guess no bologna sandwiches for him. Snacks and drinks anytime. So he won't have to use a commissary or any kind of, people won't have to give him money so he can buy some ramen or some beef sticks, you know. Secure environment, medication assistance by certified staff, dressing assistance. Yeah, if they can help him keep his pants on, that might be great. Bathing and grooming assistance, mobility assistance, incontinence assistance and supplies, and we do your laundry and housekeeping. Looks like special features, 24-hour assistance, health and wellness, activities to stimulate the senses, wireless internet, and cable television. So he's going to have access to the internet. Yeah, that seems like a bad plan to me. And it looks like they talk about dementia care. They get 24-hour personal attention and that sort of thing. Yeah. And here is the location of it. This is where a lot of families live, not just on this neighborhood. A lot of families live in this side of town. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I have zero understanding of how and why this is okay. To me, this is not okay. This is not okay. It's not okay that Joseph Barry, after all of his crimes, after all of the exposures he's done, not reporting that he's an SEX offender, and just because he's been found incompetent and these facilities say they can't work with him and can't do anything for him, that he's allowed to go live this new cushy existence and be near children and have what sounds like pretty much freedom. No, this is not justice at all, and I have a huge problem with it. And I hope that these families that are protesting can really get something done. And I don't know. I mean, the laws have to change. If this is something that is allowed to go on, I mean, does this go on in other states? I guess it probably does. But it's disgusting. And yeah, I mean, I guess Wooten is not completely to blame. It sounds like our system has a problem in this area. But again, I don't understand why Joseph Barry is basically being given a slap on the wrist and being allowed to go to this facility. It doesn't make any sense to me why they can't put him in jail, charge him with these charges, and put him under psychiatric treatment. I just don't get it. I don't understand how this is the best thing for him. I mean, this is, for the community. At this point, it's not about him. It's about the community. It's about the safety of the neighborhood and the local community. And to me, that is in major, major question. So again, thank you to News 6 WKMG, one of my local stations here, for their investigative reporter for getting this out there. And I'm gonna push it out as much as I can and keep an eye on this one, because there's no excuse for it. There's just no excuse for this kind of crap. There's just not. But alright guys, that's all I've got for this one. Let me know what you think of this in the comments. I don't know what other suggestions to give these families. It sounds like they're doing everything that they can. And I think papering everything and making sure not only the neighborhood knows, but the entire community, seriously, they all need to know that Orange County is allowing this. I don't know, again, if it's just Orange County, if it's the entire state, but something has to change. It really does. All right, guys, I hope you have a great rest of the day. And most of all, stay safe.